What's up, team? This week we're going to talk about one of the most difficult things when it comes to graphic design, logo design. Why are logos difficult, you ask? Well, because one of the main keys in logo design is to keep it simple. We don't really have time to pull out all our graphic design tricks and wizardry. Our logos represent so much more than just its literal interpretation. But there's different types of logos. You can have an icon that's representative of a product or a company's name, such as Red Cross or Apple. Or you can have an icon that's purely symbolic and abstract, such as the Nike swoosh or the Twitter bird thing. You can have a purely typographic logo that's just written out in a typeface, such as Charity Water or Google. Or the letter form itself may become the unique logo, such as eBay or Subway. And there's some of your clever logos that sometimes embody hidden symbols, such as the FedEx, the arrow, or the Amazon arrow from A to Z. So before you even think about designing your logo, first let's think about what makes a logo successful. Draw your favorite logos freehand to get a sense of the balance in design. Even look up some of your logo designers to get a sense of their design process when designing their logos. So we're finally getting started with designing our logo. And before we do that, I like to come up with a list. The first list is of feelings that I like for my logo to portray, such as happy, sad, friendly. The other is a brainstorm of any words that make up the company or product you're designing for. So for example, let's say you're doing a logo for a shoe company. Some words that you can jot down would be boot, shoelaces, shoe print, fashion, runway, etc. I find out, in my opinion, that it works best at if we sketch out a couple of concepts before moving to Illustrator. We get a grasp of ideas and things that will help develop our designs a lot better. Of course, your logos will change once you get on the computer and you're actually using Illustrator. There are some tools that Illustrator has that just aren't made for hand drawing. So I find it pretty difficult that once getting on Illustrator, before going through the process of sketching out your ideas, could stifle your creativity. So if you're doing a typographic logo, write the words 100 ways or 100 different styles so that you really get the essence of the shapes and the relationships between the letters. It's going to be a lot of work, but I'm sorry, there really aren't any shortcuts when it comes to learning graphic design. So besides simplicity, the other word to learn when it comes to graphic design is flexibility. Take into account how your logo will look in full color versus black and white. Also, how it would look on a black background versus a white background. Also, take account of how your logo would look with text and without text. Think about scalability, how your logo would look, let's say, on a business card. Also, take account of how your logo would look with text and without text. Think about scalability, how your logo would look, let's say, on a business card. Take a look at your logo, let's say, upside down or at an angle. Also, try cropping it to see if it's still recognizable. Basically, stomp on it, rip it up, put it through a blender, and if it still holds up, then you probably have a really decent logo. Obviously, public recognition comes with seeing a logo over and over again. It is your job as a designer to anticipate this recognition and to recognize when a symbol becomes iconic. But if you can design a successful and flexible logo, then the thing that it represents will be perceived in a much better light. I hope you find this video useful. Logo design is only the beginning. We have typefaces, color palettes, all the fun stuff to begin brand identity. But that's another topic for a different conversation on a different day. Peace out.